different GoTV information.
Okay.
Are we live?
Yes, we are live.
Oh, hello. Hello, everybody. Once I can minimize and give you this GoTV information, we can get on our horses here and watch some Counter-Strike. It's been a long day. I think everyone has been at work, and I think everybody is ready for a little bit of relaxing fragging. Is that a good term for it?
Yeah. I hope it's relaxing. kind
You
of.
with me today, Clay?
I am here. Had to battle the traffic, but I made it.
You checked in, everything's all working, brain's ticking, everything moving at the right pace.
Brain is going. Andy's calling me a fag. That's okay.
Hey, we don't curse on the stream. We know better than that.
I know. I'm sorry.
Guys, you are watching Fixation TV. We don't have the graphics for you or the video up for you just right now because of some technical issues, but I'm still here. Clay's still here. We've got a match for you tonight between Redemption Gaming. We're going to update the title of the cast for you right now.
Right now.
We've got a mask. We have a match for you tonight between Redemption Gaming and Timeout on DE Nuke. Yeah. Like we said, today we were cutting it close.
Hectic day. Hectic day.
Yep, tell your friends, bring your friends in. We want them to care about what you care about, and that is watching your match. Tell your friends. Get your friends and their friends to follow us on Twitter, follow us on Twitch. Clay's got a joke. Tell me the joke.
It was Andy's comment in the channel saying I can't wait to get nuked.
Oh, yeah, Andy. Welcome back to the stream, man. And he's one of our first stream adopters that's not a regular Counter-Strike player. Yeah, he does play Counter-Strike, but he's not what you would think of as the hardcore league kind of player. And I'm glad that we could bring him in here to indoctrinate him in league play. Andy, do you have any thoughts about what it would take for it to get you to put on the competitive shades and start kicking some ass out there? God, I just cursed. I didn't mean to do that. Strutting cow. Yeah, definitely some good kill streaks in here.
My favorite is the UAV.
Yep, I like the RC car and the one that gives you free ops. Let's bring the feed online if you're in the GoTV, Clay.
Oh, alright. I'm gonna go ahead and connect right now. Guys, we'll be right back.
We still have our commercial?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See you guys in a sec.
Or we should. What is going on here? Exploit, you're killing me today. Alright, be right back, guys. God, I have watched that clip many times and I love it every time.
I'm just communicating with the teams. They're letting us know that they're just about ready to go. The match is going to be underway in a second. Oh, yeah, I love that commercial. Courtesy of our partner and our good friend, George, of Team Afterlife. We'll be casting them in a little bit. Though we've got a good one after this, an exhibition match between two top teams, but from two different divisions. Can they really stack up with each other? I don't know. Typically, when you have two different divisions, you associate that with like a bad steamroll. And that's not the case because they have a back history and they played before, and it went to the wire. You know, I'm excited to hear about that one. But let's talk about this one first, right? We've got Nuke, we've got an official match, we've got Redemption and Team Timeout. Now, Timeout to me is an unknown entity. definitely unknown product. We've done a minimal amount of indexing on them, so we know, their stats, but their personnel, their personalities, their playstyles are all going to be fresh to us, and we'll be able to identify that on the fly. That intrigues me. I bet that intrigues Clay, and I'm guessing, just because of our communications, that they'll be going live any second now. So let's talk as soon as fast as we can to do a little bit of the pregame here, Clay. What are you looking for?
Well, we're going to need to see the terrorist team here picking up the all-important first 3 rounds on this match if they want to be able to stay in this game and show a presence. Also, we're going to have to be seeing them do some strong work outer, as well as some picks to open up sites. I would expect to see, probably picks at ramp and picks outer for the majority of the match, as well as some strong smokes. And if they are coordinated, they could do the always impressive flash strat into upper. Which
Are we
is
very
very
about
strong.
sky flashes?
Sky flashes, yes.
Right. Yeah, I thought you were about to say the smokes and jump into the vent that you love so much, but I hate so much.
No.
Well, everybody likes to see that circus trick, the smoke and everybody get into the vent, but it's so hard to pull off against a good team, and we know that we have at least one very good team here. Timeout also sitting pretty high up on the CPI index, so they should be able to do just fine. So, yeah, we listed a bunch of things to look. Oh, are you serious? Oh, they're going live, and the server kicked us. Hopefully, that just means a restart. I will be retrying for a moment as Clay sings you tunes.
That will not be happening.
The server has restarted. We don't have any downtime. That means Counter-Strike coming up real soon. Clay, I like the idea of what you said, but we covered a few too many bases. We said off outer, picks ramp, a couple smokes. Given how narrow it is, that's the entire strategy for everybody ever. So if you had to pick one, you can only bring one bullet to this gunfight, and you gotta shoot the bullet with the label on it. Is it smokes, op, or ramp?
Probably smokes are the most reliable here, unless you have an all-star opper, then that always gets you going outer real easy.
I'm back in the Go TV. Are you?
I am, but it is not showing me anything. Looks to be frozen.
We have a lot of players on a standstill, but remember, we're at a delay, so we may not see any action for at least a minute. I see people moving now. Do you?
Yeah.
Good. Let's get our auto director on. I'm gonna wait for the live because I know that the teams have actually already gone live, as they've told me to alert you guys. Guys, you're watching Fixation TV. Go to your friends list on whatever IM program of your choice. Pick 5 people, including relatives. Tell them, hey, we're going live. We're gonna watch some Counter-Strike. We're gonna have a good time. I'm gonna grab some coffee. I'm gonna talk to Cotton and Klops, and they're gonna tell me all about what's going on in this match, because Cotton and Klops are Counter-Strike scholars. They're freaking, like, professors. Screw what I'm talking about. It's match time. Yeah, welcome to FXN TV. You're watching Redemption Gaming versus Team Timeout. This is an official CEVO match. It's on the main page. Again, bring your friends in. We're going to go live here, and we need to have these terrorists take the first rounds because of how hard it is to win rounds on DE Nuke. Clay, excited?
Very excited indeed. I have heard many good things for Redemption Gaming here, so I'm really excited to see them play and see what they could bring to the table for this CEVO-Open season.
Right.
I haven't heard anything too much about Timeout though, so don't know too much about them, and I'm interested to see how they play as well.
Right, we mentioned that actually. Timeout's the unknown here. We've got a split into the upper. It looks like it's gonna be no, not the upper. Sorry, the lobby. It looks like it's gonna be a holding against the push. You know what? We had Redemption referred to us by some good friends, and we're confident they're gonna be able to make a splash in CEVO purely off of the recommendations of a couple of our main friends. They have a 2 smoke. We call them the 1 and 2, the mini and the garage. That's a good connection, but it's a clear fake. The smokes are intended to show that they're going secret, and they've already faked out Darkmon. They're going all the way back into lobby. And this fake looks masterful, but Darkmon's actually taking the initiative to walk through the smoke. I think he's already made sense of the fact that nobody's here, but the rotations have already moved the counter-terrorists outside of the ramp. They've walked in untouched. that was a master stroke of a strat. I use that personally for our team. I really like that start here, and that's a good way to get in with no casualties. One man coming out of the outer rafters, he tried to do the retake with no backup. The retake for timeout needs to be coordinated now. They have to have all three men entering the site together, but Dom and Habokian, too strong. This pistol round was a combination of great shooting, but before that, a great strategy executed to perfection.
It was, yes. As we saw the outer smoke wall here connected to Mini and the garage, making a nice wall for the terrorists to go down secret if they elected to, but they used it as a fake instead, which actually the strat went back down towards ramp. So I was kind of a little confused there because the CTs rotated, and I think they should have been still set up for that lower take, but they were not, and Redemption was able to pick up that round, which is very important for him. As we see them setting up in the lobby, and we're seeing a boost on, not a boost on the Big Rock, he's getting up there solo. And it looks like he is on there.
Love when people know how to strafe jump and do that by themselves.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh,
hey! There by Habokian, if I said that right. I did. And Dom picks up another clean kill in the ramp room, and there's now a 3 versus 2 situation for Redemption. It's back. Right there for a second. As we're seeing the terrorists push into the ramp room, Monolith trying to hold the defense there. He gets taken down a little bit, and Toop picking up the kill in the vents. Sorry for stutter. And this is going to be an easy take here for Redemption. They're going to get that bomb down for that extra cash, and they're going to be coming out with the round.
Let's move to our clutch ban. It's unlikely, but you know, you never know. Miracles happen, and that's why we watch.
And yeah, he knows it. He's looks like he's just gonna be hanging around for some exit kills here. But as we know, if you don't die during the round, you don't get any money. So I think he's gonna want to go in there and just try to pick up a kill.
That's actually been patched. You do get a money, but it's a reduced value now.
Well, that's wonderful. As he is trying to do some shots here,
I don't know what this is about. Oh. That P250 is a money investment. It's a small money investment, but if you're not going to try to defuse, I don't understand why that's an option there. Anyway, sort of an expected outcome. Redemption putting together a good round. I noticed that Timeout placed all of their players into narrow corridors where they were, I suppose the idea was hoping for headshots, but if you're going to be playing this round and you know they have SMGs, the P2000 must engage at a distance. Standing in doorways hoping to win against a Bison is not going to happen. I hope they don't have to do that again, because that strat's not going to work. We're going to push in the lobby here, an aggressive strat to sort of remove a couple guns. They get 1 down, 2 down, actually, a 2-2 trade. And actually, this is an acceptable outcome for this round. You got some trades, you got 2 kills. Team money is a little bit better than it would be, and we're going to a gun round where you can afford more nades and the kits that you want. So hey, I was a little harsh on Timeout, but that was a good way to deal with the second eco third round.
Yeah, it was. They were able to get 2 kills. I don't think Redemption was expecting that push there, since usually you get that on the second round, but they didn't do that. And we're seeing Habokian pick up the op here on the terrace side, and Darkmoon picking an op up for his side on the CT. So let's see. Hopefully we'll see an op duel outside. And it looks like Redemption is throwing those 2 smokes once again, and they're going to be moving towards secret with that nice wall of smoke covering their tracks. And as you see, they are getting down secret right now undetected. I'm not seeing any rotates from the CTs as of yet, but surely they have heard them, and they are telling their teammates that, hey, you guys gotta get down ramp.
This rotate is so slow. I'm not sure why at least one person from upper hasn't left yet.
It is so slow, and you see we have, he's coming here. I didn't see his name, unfortunately. One of the Redemption terrorists was hanging about in that ramp area, trying to get the rotators as they go down, and we have Dom here in the upper. Nice play. Nice play I'm seeing here. He sees 2 people lagging around, so they can pick up the rotators, and it's working out really nice as they get 4 kills, and they're going to get that bomb planted in lower. Darkmoon with his op, and it looks like he's electing to save.
Strong showing thus far for Redemption Gaming. Of course, you know, we all know that Nuke is counter-terrorist sided, so the more rounds that they pile up here, the easier it will be in the second half. Timeout probably should consider moving and flowing a little bit quicker, as it's becoming more obvious that Redemption's game plan today is to use speed and quick aggression and automatic weapons to enter, and not so much just standard base pick play.
Yeah, and right now it's working out pretty well. Those smokes outer are just, it's such a powerful tool because that offer in the garage is completely blinded. He can't really do anything about it, and once you see the team exploiting that, you kind of got to alter your play. Maybe pick up an auto and head towards the secret, or you could even play that red box over by
Right.
the T-spawn, and
Right.
yeah, you really just got to vary it up when you see a team is exploiting those smokes.
4-0 for Redemption Gaming heading into the 5th round. I'd like to give a little bit of a shout out to one of our NA Revival viewers, Nobutada. Love the name, must be Japanese. I'm glad that he got to join us because I had a fun time talking with him and many other people after the show during NA Revival cast. Pleasure to have you, man. Please bring your friends in. We are glad that we left an impression on you. So we got a hold here in the lobby, and 2 holding outer. 1 at the big rock, one at the white pick box, heading to outer. And it looks like they're waiting for aggression here. I think they know the money management situation is in their favor, and that more than likely the counter-terrorist will have to be saving, except for Darkman. He doesn't believe in saving, and as a result, they've correctly chosen to not push too hard and too aggressive this round. The change-up is important here because if you're getting used to the pacing, the encounter points remain static every round, and the people who are fighting against you will know where to pre-fire you. It's smart that they didn't do that. They're using the secret again as it seems to be a weakness. The rotates have been very slow for the counter-terrorist the counter-terrorist side right now. So why break what's working every round? They've entered the site. No one from Ramp is speaking down on them yet, but IO is there to look, and he gets picked as the man sliding out of the door, Hoboki, and make sure that he gets punished for being a little bit too curious. But the retake is a 2-man attempt by Monolith and Darkmon, and Hitman joins the party now. We've got our man in the control room spraying down, ambushing 2, and 2 actually R-Dubs actually pulling a nade out dangerously while somebody was counter and spraying back at him. Now we have Daz. How do you say this name? XLSX. I'm just gonna call him Daz because he has an ice cream cone. I'm gonna call him Hagen Daz. Maybe that's actually the purpose of his name. A P250 headshot sprays down R-Dubs, and P250, just pulling down, you're going to get a headshot. That's a very, very strong weapon. A good gun recovery, considering that this was a partial save, but knowing what we know and how it was sort of a micro buy, those Mag 7s and Ops really didn't do anything for the counter-terrorist economy. But money situation's all right to buy this round.
Darkmon actually saved his op from the previous round, so he was fine on that. And once again, seeing slow rotates there from the counter-terrorists, moving down to that lower site. So they really need to pick up these rotates if they want to get an advantage here on Redemption, as they're just taking sites with aggression and not really getting any resistance here.
Yeah, that strat caller needs to be a little bit more. Well, it's harsh, but a little bit more awake for them to make.
And then pushing here, he's getting up with the top. And he picks up the kill.
Oh, when in doubt, P90.
he took very little damage, only 40 damage or so, so he's still looking good. And he is now Hitman's pushing outside. He doesn't check that corner, and he gets taken out by R-Dubs. Fever coming out here, gonna throw a smoke down to help his teammate push into secret. No, he doesn't actually. But seeing some movement here outside. And it looks like they're going to come around here, possibly fake this lower, and then head upper. As we see Io holding this ramp still. He knows that someone likes to linger in the radio room. And he's going to see if he can pick him off. Darkmon with that off. Oh, wow. Dom getting that nice kill on the ramp. Darkmon gets in trouble here. Nice headshot by Dom.
You know you're doing it right when you're outpacing the op shot.
Yeah. He needs to work on his reactions there a little bit. And they're going to get this bomb down here lower as the CTs. At least he's not pushing out the vents by himself. He's actually waiting for his teammates to come, so that's smart. As Monolith picks up a kill in the secret, but Hobokian gets that kill in the vent, and now Monolith with only 12 health, it doesn't look good for him. I don't think he's going to be able to clutch this, but let's go to him and see.
Next round maybe an eco. That ends it. But next round maybe an eco for the counter-terrorists, and while Monolith is doing well for the money situation, it's not because they're being outshot. Timeout's making the shots when they get there. They're just getting there too late.
They are. And we're seeing that CT's elected to buy. They had
They
They had
did.
enough money to buy with 2 Thomases. So, I mean, not too terrible for them. But if they don't win this round, they're going to be hurting for the next round, and that is just going to spell disaster for them. As Redemption will be looking at 8 rounds most likely after
Seventh
that.
round here. Timeout already facing a huge hit as a speed aggression is actually not used for the outer push, but instead for the inner push. Monolith flanking behind. Hopefully he can bring this back for the team. The plant man and the guard man get taken out. Huge play by Monolith. He gets a triple and he's on a one-on-one clutch. He's got Dom here on the other side of the silos, and he knows here comes a spray. That's a oh how wow. That's a quad clutch. Buy him a drink. You owe him, and timeouts on the board.
Monolith just went beast mode right there, picking up 4 kills and getting that round for his team, which, as we talked about, it was really important because they were going to be saving if they lost that round. And, I mean, little odd there by Redemption not to have someone watching that back push once they take
You know,
someone inside like that.
they got there so fast that I don't think that they anticipated anyone being behind them just yet. I think they might have checked in a second or two, but Monolith was sprinting.
Yeah. Risky play by him, and it worked out. As we see the terrorists setting up here, they're going to get someone on the big rock outer, it looks like. And they're just we're trying to work picks right now. We see Dom working this ramp, Hiboki getting a nice off outer. That is going to open up that lane for them, and they're going to be able to choose from secret or a nice coordinated strike onto upper.
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
I don't like that Hitman is taking dummy shotgun hit shots when nobody knew he had a shotgun. He could have hid the fact that he had a shotgun and ambushed somebody. Now they know.
Wow. But that shotgun, oh, I thought he was going to do work there with it, but he was unable to do it. They take that ramp, and oh, they're getting flanked here by the counter terrorists, and it looks like they actually know. As Dom is waiting for him to come around, he gets some nice shots here. Doesn't pick up the kill, but Hitman is at 35% health with the shotgun against an AK. That's not a matchup you want to be against long range.
No, not at all. There are opportunities for Hitman to pick up a better weapon. I think he feels very confident in this Nova to stick with it, though.
Yes, he's moving around the secret doors and putting the bomb down in the cover of smoke. There's Hitman trying to do work with Nova, picks up the opper.
Oh, Nova clutch.
Oh, wow, he could have had it. The terrorists were low health. Wow, that was close.
Dom spoiling the party. 7-1 Redemption coming out, sprinting out of the gates. Is this too much for them to overcome? It'll take a great comeback. But you know what? Great comebacks are what we're here to watch. Time only has 1 on the board. They need another, and they're faced with an eco round. They've been so aggressive with the micro buys for rounds that they could have been ecoing. I was hoping that they'd be able to convert one now and turn it around. I think they were hoping that as well. Their money situation looking a little bit sickly here, but we have a slow play to outer for the terrorists. Redemption Gaming looking to find a man pushing, but they won't. Toop, Dom, Habokian, and Fever hugging the right fence, checking out Secret. Again, no rotate yet, but not needed because one is already underneath. He's going to be the welcoming party, the reception for all the terrorists, but as he drops back, he might get caught and shot in the back. Darfon goes down, and Daz gets 1-2. Actually, a double trade for him, because, I mean, I thought for a second he was not going to get anything for his P250's value. Monolith, straight from behind, brings us to a 2-2. Oh my lord, this eco is going to turn into a win if this goes to plan. He needs to turn around, though, to make sure that terrorist in the back doesn't try to recover that bomb. It's a 2-on-1 situation. Weak counter terrorist. Our clutch man is R-Dubs. He can't do it. I can't believe that just worked.
Yeah, that was, well, and they had the early rotates to stop that, which they weren't doing before, so look what happens when you rotate early. You get kills, and it leads to a win. Moving into the 10th round, Redemption Gaming 7-2. Not too shabby of a terrorist side right there for those guys. They must still be feeling pretty good about it, only losing 2 rounds so far. And they are going to be doing their boost onto the big rock, which seems pretty standard for them, as they wait in lobby for some picks. Getting some smokes down as well. Oh wow.
How did
I don't know.
That?
I don't know. A little
That's
odd, but
that's fantastic. Is that an obvious position where you do a sky flash? Because that would be the only case that I would think to spray there. That has to be the best guess I've ever seen. Look at this.
Oh wow! Through the little hole, gets a nice peek onto Hitman. He finishes out. Fever getting another kill, and they are just swarming this upper site. And Donald has to retreat back. He's only 13 health. What is he going to do? He doesn't know if he should stay in there or jump down. And wow, he's going to stay up. They smoke him out. Not completely though. Smoke's getting a slight nerf in the last patch, so they don't take up as much space. And we're seeing the CTs here. The CTs are doing good here with their retakes, waiting for their team to come help them out.
Oh,
wow! One hell of a no-scope there from Darkmon.
A little bit of a taste of Texas justice there, but unfortunately not enough to do the rest of the job. I know what you mean. Yeah, it's those retakes are happening together, but there's just a hint of mistimed entry that you cannot have against a team that's as prepared as Redemption Gaming. They have to be literally simultaneous to be successful, especially when you're down 2 men. It looks like we have a speed play here, as it seems to be a common theme for Redemption. Use speed, crush opponents. Nope, they've sent an op to pick the ramp, and a man coming to push through the HUD has actually picked out his the entire play here. The counter-terrorists know that they have the ability to push all the way behind the terrorists and seize a position behind them. But Toop catching a retreating counter-terrorist, making this a 4-2, excuse me, that was quick, 4-1, and IO is our clutch man. He unable to do anything with his P2000, 9-2 for Redemption Gaming.
Wow, moving into the 12th round, 9 rounds for the terrorist side. That is going to be pretty tough to come back for Team Time Out, unfortunately. But I mean, it is possible. They could have an outstanding T side that we don't know about. They could have amazing strats, but it is going to be tough, as we see the terrorists are doing. It looks like they're heading into upper here quickly, and yeah, they're going to rush out to upper. I think they know. That's hit him. Gets a kill. He could get a second one right here, and he does. Wow, but they get him down, and it's now 2 versus 3.
Monolith! Oh.
Monolith gets a gun. This could be dangerous, and he picks one up. Oh, but he gets off down. Wow.
The 1-on-2 clutch, though.
Yeah.
Never mind.
RDub's cleaning it up, getting a 10th round for Redemption Gaming. Oh, Brandon, what do you do if you're their timeout here, facing 10 rounds on Redemption Gaming?
Well, we figured it out by the 4th round, didn't we? We realized as you know, representatives, unofficial representatives of Team Timeout, that the game plan, predominantly for Redemption Gaming, is overwhelmed by speed, force, and violence. And you've got to be prepared to pre-nade them, to slow them down, and make it difficult for them to enter through choke points. I haven't seen that yet. And, you know, half of this has to do with the fact that they also just need to make their shots. Hardhub's actually missing the man crossing in front of his face. The encounter here at upper taking place because that squeaky door is actually missing. We've got a base hold here. That means everybody covering all angles. Darkmon pushing in into the lobby, making sure that he has the advantage. He's got position, but that nade's going to hit him very, very hard. He's got down to half, but he's identified where his man is. It's 4-on-5. That push by Darkmon, leveraging well for the counter-terrorist. Hoboken coming off of the big rock, going back in to help the lobby push. You know, wow! Whoa, surprise! Shotgun right behind you. Hello. This is what you need to do. Be unorthodox. Push in spots that they're not prepared for. And you know what? If they had, if Timeout had come playing a team that was more passive and used more base sets, they would have met with much more success. But as it is, you know, they ran into the antithesis of their strategy, which is all speed. So this round may very well go to the counter-terrorists, but they have to be able to account for the speed next round, because this was a standard base play. That headshot connecting. He's got there's another man here. Here's the double. Oh, there it is. Darkmon cleaning it up. He has a triple on the round, and his first push to eliminate the lobby hold was the key moment of that round.
As Andy agrees with you, he says you must attack violence with a violence. Funny little words there. But I don't know if I necessarily agree that Redemption is going full speed. I mean, they are, but they're actually doing a great job of switching everything up. I mean, they're pulling everything out. They're rushing upper, they're rushing ramp, they're rushing outer, but they're also using smokes, they're also using picks, they're getting on the big rock. They're really varied here in their strats.
They're really, really good.
Yeah, it's working out really well for them, honestly. They are living up to the hype that we have been hearing about as they work outer right now with some smokes, and it looks like they're going to be going lower. Wow, but Hitman coming up from secret, he picks up 2 kills, and Darkmon picks up a second, but Dom picks him up, and it is now 3 versus sorry, 4 versus 2. As Red Dawn picks up another one, but Monolith is there to answer back, and there's just a trade of kills right there, and then it's now 1v2 clutch situation for Dubs. Let's see if they can do it.
No, no, turn around. Okay, or don't. That's fine.
And he left the bomb upper too.
It was a juke. He's smarter than us. It was a juke.
CTs are just holding down the bomb though still. Is it frozen? I hope it's not frozen.
Ladies and gentlemen, if the GoTV server crashes, don't leave us. We've got some special announcements for you and some subsequent matches going up. This is really fun, though. I hope that this one continues. Do you have a man of the match thus far, Clay?
Redemption, they're pretty even here on kills, so it's hard to pick for them. But Monolith, he's doing a good job on team timeout, helping him stay in this game somewhat. I mean,
yeah.
Only 3 rounds, but he's been a big part of those 3 rounds.
Yeah, I'm going to actually have to go with Dom and Hoboken. They've been the designated entry fraggers for Redemption, and they have an alarming rate of success when they enter into doors or chokes or whatever. Again, for timeout, Monolith seems to be the easy choice. He's the top fragger, and we've seen some good signature moments for him, including that sprint behind Quad. You know what? Like, these teams, especially Redemption Gaming, characterize what?
I'm reading the chat. Everyone's saying, "Oh, Spangler must be coming."
Oh, Spangler must be coming. He's coming to shut down the match. Now, well, these teams typify what you're going to see in CEVO main next season. And the CEVO main players likely will get promoted to a CEVO Premier or Invite or however they choose to name their division. And, you know, we're seeing this now because CEVO's CSGO leagues are young. So it's fun to get an early profile on these players. It looks like, let's ask the players. Oh,
we're back.
We resumed. Well, was that a pause? Clutch! The clutch one, we forgot.
I'm on R-Dubs, and he picks up the kill right there. It is now 1v1. R-Dubs is only 31 health, but he's versus an op. Oh, he picks up the pistol. R-Dubs, he didn't realize where he was at first, but he's going to go through Secret and pick up that bomb. And then where to after that? He looks to be a little bit confused. It's upper, buddy. Io here, he has sights on. Oh, and he picks up the op kill.
Oh.
You don't want to throw a nade against an opper?
Wow, I missed the detail. Did he know it was an opera?
He was taking op shots at him from heaven, so he
okay. Okay. I had changed my settings and couldn't hear the sound. So yeah, definitely not pulling out a nade when you have the shoulder peak on the op. I have some funny running animations. And they seem to be ice skating. Everyone 1 foot down, hands up, making sure that they maintain their balance. Full on ramp rush. And no smokes to slow them down. Like I said, that was a little bit too late. It had to happen a little bit earlier. They need to slow down their entry by using the tools that they have, like smoke grenades and flashes. That round had happened. It just happened a little bit too late. Now it's 3-3. The counter-terrorists far outweighing the terrorists in terms of health. But Hitman, waiting in the smoke, has a position on R-Dubs. I don't think he knows that he's tucked into the corner. 2 terrorists left trying to enter the site. They have to know that they were a little bit too slow, so they should be paranoid about a man who's already in this site. We have 1 waiting in dark. Let's go directly to him. That's Dawes. He knows the bomb plant's going down. He sprays 1 down, gets the other, and he knows the other one's coming from the doors. He actually didn't get the smoke kill, but his contributions pretty much was a double. That's the end of the half.
That was another round that could pretty much go to Monolith right there, getting 2 kills and damaging the rest of the T's as they rushed through that ramp.
Right. So, guys, you are watching Fixation TV. I am Cotton. My partner here is Klops. I'm glad you've joined us from whatever sources you've had, whether that be Reddit or our social media or references to the NA Revival or whatever. I'm glad you're here. We've got some Counter-Strike for you. We've got more Counter-Strike after this as well. It's 10-5 Redemption Gaming versus Timeout, and this is an official CEVO match. So, Clay, you're down big. Your team timeout, and you're fighting an uphill side. How do I begin to approach this?
Oof. It's rough. Being the CT side of map here, I mean, you definitely gotta win at that pistol round and then secure the next 2 rounds after that in this game. That is going to be the most important thing. How they do that, that's entirely up to them. I mean, they could do some smokes, they could try to rush something, but I think I would go for like a smoke push outer.
They've stalled here.
They have stalled, and that actually not good. Well, Darkmon coming out there picking up a kill. That's going to help him out here. Bardub's getting some shots off. And oh wow.
What is going on?
Io, you got to aim. That was like 5 burst shots and none of them hit.
Oh God. Well, he got away lucky on that one.
Monolith getting a nice kill over there, and the T's are looking good here to take this round. They are swarming this site, and then they're planted, getting another kill. It is now 4 versus 2. 4 versus 1 now. Arda is going to pick this up, but he's unable to do it. Monolith doing good work, picking up 3 kills. And that's exactly what they needed to get back in this game. Hopefully they could pick up the second round. Let's see if the counter-terrorists are going to do anything to try and steal this
Tip
away.
of the cap there by Darkmon, a nice shot by Fever. That was hilarious. Also a good way to start that out by the timeout team. But Redemption, should they even lose 3 rounds total, 2 rounds more, they'll still be in good shape to take this because of the advantage of the counter-terrorist. A 4-man pressured outer, 1 in the lobby hold. He's going to be swarmed. Darkmon needs to hide. He is. He's backed up against the secret, or the squeaky wall. He gets hunted down.
That's
gun
that P250, one shot.
Yeah, well, P250s are very, very powerful. This entry into the site is going to be from a direction that people aren't necessarily used to. Dom trying to open a door. There's a terrorist on the other side, and it won't open. Therefore, spray through and get killed because P90. Terrorists, you know what? They got a 2-to-1 advantage. We have a clutch man in Hoboken, but the way this round went, that was a huge win for Redemption. That's a ton of money earned. Now, we're going to see some P2000 action. Hoboken already spotted with very little health. This will not end well. Takes a total of 4 damage from that grenade. Here comes the encounter. Oh, just a fake. Hoboken cannot convert. Bison through the window takes him out. I am so happy with 3 kills if I'm Redemption.
Yeah, absolutely. Big round for both teams right there. But Redemption looks to be saving, once again, just changing out those P2000s for P250s. And a couple nades here. Man, that P250 kill was big.
It was.
As we're seeing the terrace here, it looks like they're going to be sending 4 into upper. And, it doesn't look like they're rushing. It looks like they're just going to pick with their guns as they have the gun advantage. And what do you think, Brandon? After winning that big CT second round, would you have bought or to try to steal it, or would you have saved again?
This round?
Yeah.
Well, you know me, I'm highly suicidal. There's a 40% chance that I would have told everyone to buy. But no, it's 3,000 is not enough. Next round, they'll be feeling great. They'll be able to get the guns, the armor, and all the nades that they want, and that's more important to me on a map like Nuke.
Yeah, and they're just no casualties, so that was a very good round for our timeout right there. But we are moving into the buy round now. Timeout is behind 8-10 on CT-sided Nuke versus Redemption Gaming.
It's closer. It's closer. Hey, I've had a little bit of a brain fart here. Are we having another eco round? No, we're not. Hoboken whips out the op and answers my question for me. So, if we have an op on the terrorist side, please show me your weapons, gentlemen. I would love to see an op duel.
I didn't see an op, but...
Hoboken stepping into the garage slot, looking like he's going to play the standard pick position toward the white box on the terrorist side. Looks like we have a pretty standard hold by the CTs. 1 ramp, 1 swing, 1 rafters, 1 mini, and 1 garage. The garage man dropping all the way back to hell, getting pushed out by a bunch of nades. And Toop has come down to assist from the locker. Sprays down 1. He's going to get the kill, does tons of damage, gets a headshot on a running terrorist. That's Hitman. You know, good trade. Despite the fact that nobody's rotated down yet, that spray from the locker, unless you're ready to hit your shots every time, is hard to do. RG Fever is spraying down 1. Is he going to get the double? Yes, that's a big hold. That's a big hold. Remember, Redemption hadn't rotated until just a little bit late. The fact that they beat the terrorists down there showed me that they didn't actually approach the site with enough speed. Now, Monolith has some issues.
You know, that was a great hold by Redemption, but I noticed that Darkmon actually kept his P90 when his entire team bought. And I mean, going into a buy round on this map where you're basically facing long engagements for the most part, I don't think that was necessarily a smart move.
Yeah, no.
Especially when you need to win these rounds, you know? I mean, you're behind CT-sided map.
It's the first round. You don't really know how the counter-terrorists will set up, especially that they didn't know that they were going to have a crossfire from hell. But I mean, lockers is a tough way to hit the shot. I would gamble and say that the locker guy isn't going to kill us, but you know, we learned better.
As we're seeing the CTs do a defensive spin here on the ramp, and they're still exchanging fire regardless. Wow!
Whoa!
Through the smoke headshot. That's impressive. I mean, a pretty easy spot to know to spam, but he got lucky there and picks it up. And that is going to put a damper in the terrorist plan here, as they are down a man now. And it looks like they haven't adjusted to it. They're just kind of congregated in the lobby still. Not really sure what to do here, it looks like.
It's a base look. This is, I mean, everybody's base play looks a bit different and it's interpretable, but they're hoping that they were going to get a little bit of aggression from the CTs, trying to get a wedge or a pick, but too disciplined from Redemption side.
Yep, it looks like we're going to be seeing a timed rush here to outer, as they don't check the floor. You expect someone louder, they're not sitting right there on the floor, and that worked out for Redemption as they just clean up those kills, securing another round, 12 to 8 now.
Pretty much a no-buy situation for the terrorists, but considering how close it's getting to the end, that's got to make you uncomfortable. So we've broken down a lot of the science of how this match works and the mechanics for which, you know, one outcome came out. But let's talk about the intangibles. What do you do to boost morale when you're getting a little bit flustered by your failed attempts to take sites or you know, lost rounds and that sort of thing?
Why don't you answer that, since, you know, you're our arch and
I yell at you guys.
That's your job, usually.
I tell you guys that everybody's worthless and that I'm paying you guys and nobody gets to sleep tonight because we're going to do reps of our strats over and over and over. And then everybody cries and then I tell you that I still love you guys and then R-Dubs destroying faces. Oh, TK. Oh no. Well, pretty strong round for Redemption, and wow, that shotgun, never mind.
I love seeing the just subtle mistakes where people are like reloading and when they check a corner or something, or throwing a nade when they're peeking an opper, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, actually, at amateur levels of play, when people have to scheme around imperfections, like you can't rely on everybody to hit a one-tap headshot, you come up with funnier strats, you come up with more creative options to eliminate opponents, and sometimes the mistakes are also worth watching as well. So 13-8 Redemption. They're closing in on a win, and Timeout doesn't have an answer yet. We hope that they do, because we can always get excited about comebacks. 2 here with a flash push, a double flash push, one from the hut, one from the radio, and Dawes is so blind. But the aggression into the hut stops, and a man comes out to sweep instead. Radio man pushes, and the terrorists are fighting for their lives before they can even set up for their strat. Good aggression. I don't think just judging by the posture and the body language, the terrorists weren't protected for that. Dom spraying down a man at the CT red. I don't know how he made it that far out, but I guess I was just talking too much. Through the hut? Did he see him? He must have. That was a huge connection. 2 good 4 sprays by the AK. The 4 and 5 sprays very powerful here. That ends the round. Dom has a quad. That I followed him for practically an entire round. He was on point. All of his 4 and 5 bursts with his AK looked virtually identical.
Yep, Dom and R-Dubs really coming out ahead here for Team Redemption. Making some big plays for these guys as we move into round 23 of the second half. Redemption Gaming leading 14 to 8. I didn't know. I didn't see if the terrorist spot. I assume they did, and they need to pick up these rounds. No, it looks like they saved. I think they saved. Yep, and they're rushing upper, and it is working out for them. They're going to get this bomb planted. It is now 4 versus 3, and they have an advantage here. Oh wow, Io coming out here picking up this nice kill on Fever. What was Fever doing down there?
Not quite sure.
As Tube comes up from heaven and picks up kill. Habukian coming in from Mini at the same time getting another kill.
Oh, he's the retake.
Wow, this is a great retake right
Oh no!
Io coming in getting that kill, but he is getting shot from heaven, and he you gotta aim better, buddy. Barely hit that guy, and he's not gonna have time here.
No, he's not, but that's okay, because that was a well-executed plan by Timeout, finally finding an opportunity to test out Redemption's metal. So, you know, they answered with the same sort of strategy. Use speed and see if they can hold, and in that time, Redemption couldn't. Now, Redemption is very, very talented, and I'm guessing smart to boot. So if they try that again, they may run into problems, I think. So 14-9, Redemption on the verge of at least sealing the tie. Just kidding, no ties in CEVO. There's an OT config. I misspoke. Let's see the split. 2 to radio. The swingman has chosen that ramp. The swingman has chosen to play behind the ramp. 2 in upper, 1 man outer, and it looks like a base split. All of our terrorists lined up, protecting all the push angles. I I I can't really put my finger on it. As soon as you said it, I was like, "What is this man doing lower?" And I guess the idea was to cut off the rotators, but he was in a strange position to cut off the rotators. We have the terrorists moving here into the lobby. It looks like they're going to do the timed ramp rush. I'm guessing 45? No, 1 minute.
Go with the 90-second just to get a little variance.
Put a 5 on it. A smoke stopping the rush. Of course, like you mentioned, the patch making the smoke not completely cover all angles here, so it's not perfect. And here comes the timed rush. It was 55, and that flash is doing well enough to stop the initial push. The swingman has to come back and help. He is at the door. He's going to get sprayed down because the man was too close to him, and one man has already invaded into hell. Habokian's going to catch him. Can he do anything about it? Those bullets connecting just perfectly. Habokian bringing down the man who was flanking. Hitman trying to P90. Wow, P90 failed for the first time ever. You can get a refund for that. I hear FN gives you full refunds if P90s don't get you headshots. 2 very weak terrorists at the ramp, fighting 1 weak CT and 2 pretty healthy CTs. Spray down there, and that brings down another terrorist. IO, our clutch man, needs to do this if he wants to preserve any hope here. He's got 1 man underneath him, I think he knows, and the man from hell tags him as IO makes a bit of a mistake and steps out into his firing cone.
Looking at match point here for Redemption Gaming. Terrorists not buying anything yet. Oh, that would be so bad if they were stuck here in a save round. Let's take a look at the money. Oh, yep, they aren't looking good. It's gonna be a save. I saw one Nova on Aya. Let's see what they're gonna do here. They might just go balls to the wall here and rush upper.
Like the term, balls to the wall.
And that looks to be what they're going to be doing here. As I opens that door, he's looking for any action with that Nova. Sorry, but he gets Hitman gets taken out. Our Nova's doing nice work here, picking up 3. Oh, but he goes down to Monolith. Monolith doing good. He could win this for his team right here. It is a 3v2 situation. Monolith has an AK. Oh, but he goes down, and it looks like all.
Come on, Dawes.
Moving over to Dawes here, the clutch man. He picks up an AK. He does have armor, so I mean, he could do this.
He knows he's surrounded.
Hagen Dawes, it's all up to you, buddy. You got to get this going. He does not have the bomb.
Clutches, I buy him a free cone.
I like that.
Clutches, I buy us all a free cone. All 70 of us. Thanks you for all joining us. By the way, clutch time.
Oh,
1.
Yeah, there's 1.
2. You know where the last one is. He's behind you. He's always going to be behind you. Don't reload. 3!
Oh!
Ah, so close. You know what? I'll buy you the cone still. Maybe not the rest of our viewers.
Wow.
That was fun. At least he made that excited at the very end. I appreciate his effort. I think he heard us. So 16-9 is our final score. Redemption versus Timeout. After this, guys, after the break, we'll have Afterlife versus Collector. Is that right? Collector's Edition?
No.
Yeah, I believe it is. We have a set actually to be played. Tell your friends, tell your family.
Oh, did Afterlife did their match not get scheduled? So
yeah, hide your wives, hide your girlfriends. I mean, follow our Twitch and follow our Twitter. We are Fixation TV, a community spotlighting tool determined to give you the best amateur CS:GO matches and some pro coverage, and also coverage of the NA Revival. So, I really enjoyed myself. I really did. You know. It wasn't the nail biter that everybody wanted, but just as entertaining, I think.
It was good. Yeah, it was definitely good. I mean, yeah, they almost staged a comeback there on the second half. And yeah, it was good. I really enjoyed casting that 16-9. I mean, they had a tough first half, but they almost came back, and it was really entertaining.
Man of the match should be Monolith. It should be obvious that it was Monolith, but Dawes just won my heart over with his cute ice cream cone avatar and his almost clutch attempt.
And what about for Redemption, who I think it was clear that it was Dom and R-Dubs, but...
That question in the chat, great question. That next match coming up now. We're here to talk to you guys a little bit.